Yo, what's going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back from the OPTC video, and in today's video, it is day 3 of the grandest party of them all, the special 24th season for the One Piece Day celebration. And in today's video, we're taking the new verse KAIDO into some grand party, see how he rocks, see how he rolls, as we have already taken Luffy and Yamato, and both of them seemed very, very strong. But obviously, with this particular special season, it is built around these new Super Sugo characters. Dex, Quick, CT speed up, Int type gets buffed, Powerhouse free spirit characters. All of these types of units get nice buffs. So this isn't exactly like the best showcase of them. But what KAIDO does on paper does seem very, very good. He is another character that can apply the forced out mechanic, which is one of the most broken abilities in the game. And we're going to see how that actually goes with the new Dex team, with the new Quick team, and stuff like that too. But if you enjoyed the video, belt the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff for me. It helps me out a great deal. And hit the bell notification too, because we have a lot of content coming with these new characters, showcases, PvP stuff, summons, you name it, it'll be on the channel. But with that said, let's dive into the special Season 24 of Grand Party. Alright, so we're going to start it off with a big boy Int Luffy fight. Int Luffy does still seem to be the best GP leader in my opinion. Obviously, once we get the next season update and we can kind of dive in with some other characters with not a rule set that's sort of benefiting the burst mechanic, well, I have to wait and see. But KAIDO has 3 bursts at his disposal. This season he has 4, and he buffs Dex and Quick with his passive ability. He also buffs Powerhouse and Driven, I believe, as his secondary classes. So if you're building out Dex, Quick, Powerhouse teams, or Dex, Driven teams, those types of teams, they're all going to work very, very nicely under his leader. His burst targets your Dex type or Quick type, Driven, or Powerhouse teammates. And then he's going to give level 7 attack and speed, targets 2 enemies for the blowaway mechanic, provided they have their specials ready to go, and then targets 3 enemies for attack of 2.5. So, as you can see here, we can basically, once we get a burst, obviously, we could basically just force out S-Hawk, we can force out Whitebeard Roger, any of those characters there. That's going to work quite nicely. For now, I'm going to hang on to it, because I do want to either stop someone like Roger and Whitebeard. So if we can get a kill here, beautiful. And then we do something like this. This is going to force out the 2 characters that have, or Brook just snuck in there. But that's okay, because like we're going to hit the other units really hard. So we're going to force out the 2 units that have their max special, and then we do a lot of damage to the other characters on the team. So very, very nice stuff. Obviously, you have to take a bunch of damage. You have to take 45,000 damage. Now, this season, you only need to take, 40% less, so like 22,000, something like that. 25,000, let's round up. But when you go up against teams like the Slasher team, when you go up against teams like the HP cut strats of like Quick and whatnot, you should be able to get that burst very quickly and very easily. Now, dealing damage and then having a burst at your disposal is a bit easier to manage. It is a little bit more fluent in terms of team building, but building a team and then having a burst in your back pocket is a little bit more secure than actually utilizing the burst to guarantee yourself the win. So it's always nice to see the burst come in clutch. Obviously, we're going to tank a burst right here. We don't have any free spirit characters here, my friend, so that's not a worry. Obviously, when you go up against Int Luffy, the less free spirit characters you have, the better. So that way you don't have to worry about the forced out mechanic at all. It's very, very nice. Now, we don't have any... We have level 6 CD reduction, actually, here. Which is quite cool. Alright, we're gonna... I'd like to force out Atlas, to be honest. And... let's let Pudding go, because, like, she's not going to give cooldowns to anyone. Then we can do this. Let's see who we force out here. We're going to force out 2 units, and we're just going to hit very, very hard. So... I'm going to force out and Bonnie. It is only for 10 seconds. It's not exactly the biggest force out mechanic, but when you force out a character, the big upside to that force out mechanic is now they lose the passive abilities of those 2 characters, which is nuts. Alright, we're going to take another burst here. Look, we managed to survive the burst purely because of the shield that Kobe gave us, so that's kind of crazy. Now we have our burst ready to go again, so literally as soon as these units come back in, we can just force them back out. You know what? I'm going to do this now. and just get the other 2 units out of here. Because you can double stack 4-stat abilities here. We might actually win here. If we killed Brogy there, that would have been a win. This would have been like a nice chunky win. Strength tanking 2 bursts is kind of crazy. If I'm being full quid, that's kind of crazy. Kuma's going to lose his special there, which is kind of annoying. Om's going to do some half stats, but I think we're okay here. Remember, too, we also have another burst available for us, so that's always fun. 5-on-5, Inuyasuma's going to hit really, really hard. I guess we could just sort of burst after that, and then that should win. Okay, this should guarantee us the win. Brogy and Dory are going to get knocked out. Oh, it didn't knock out Brogy. Okay, interesting. I know it says 99%, but, like, I thought you would be pretty damn close there. So, there we go. Get the win. Obviously, we're not going to have that extra burst at our disposal. We probably would have lost there, but at the same time, tanking 2 bursts and still being able to pick up a W is pretty impressive, especially against an int team that has Luffy at their disposal. Let's move on to the next fight. Alright, so we found a Yamato team. Yamato's obviously buffed this season. And Yamato has a very cheeky ability where she can basically just bink 1 unit with her burst ability. On top of that, she has 6 this season. 6 GP bursts at her disposal. And all she needs to do is take damage to get that burst popping. So the second fight is probably just going to see an absolute smorgasbord of Yamato burst abilities. But I thought we'd go up against it. I thought it'd make pretty fun content to see how we rock against the Yamato burst ability. I used her on day 1 and she was a lot of fun. Like, she was a very, very fun character to use. We ended up going up against a Kaido and it was just basically like tit for tat when it came to just utilizing burst abilities. Now, the enemy here has some good CD reduction. We have monstrous CD reduction with this team under the GP leader strat, or underneath the GP leader of Kaido and with the GP rule set this season. So we're getting, what, 14 cooldowns for most of our characters, which is absolutely crazy. Lucci hits like an absolute demon. We might... no, we don't. Okay, so we're going to lose a character here. Who are we going to lose? Damn, we hit Frankie. Interesting. We're going to throw our burst back at Yamato. Now, this is going to charge her burst. But we are going to get a couple of forced outs. We can do some nice damage there. Put up some defense with S-Shark, which is great. I really need either Kaido or Ace to go. Beautiful stuff. And then Kaido's right behind. I just really need this to go because I have a feeling we're probably going to have to take another one of those Yamato bursts by the end of this fight. We've got 4 more seconds on the forced out, but that's okay. The forced out mechanic, man, it's ridiculously broken. Like, it's so damn strong. Alright, now we lost Lucci. Now, I have Maha on this team. You guys are probably looking at this team like, why the fuck did you bring Maha? But he is a fighter, shooter character. I needed 1 more shooter for this team, being 5 shooters for Frankie. Plus, he's a fighter character, so he works with S-Shark as well as Garp, which is like the back end of the bench. So, it's not exactly like the greatest. I mean, I could use Kizaru, don't get me wrong. But I just thought having Maha there with some fixed damage at the back end of a fight could be very valuable for us. You know what? I'm going to bink out Odin. Let's get him out of here. And then the rest of the damage will hit the other units. They have haste, but that's okay. They already had their... What's it called? They already have their burst ability max, so that's not going to charge it, which is awesome. And then we should... Oh, no. 3 seconds. Okay, we're going to take another burst. Kaido dying there is very annoying. But that's okay. We still have Ace, and he's not on the list, which is kind of annoying. Odin's probably just going to get haste because he got knocked out. Yeah. Basically, I figured like when a unit comes back in from forced out, they kind of come back in with their special ready to go, or they come back in and they basically attack straight away. So... Garp's going to put up a counter. S-Shark's going to put up a counter. We now have, like, a pretty solid lineup with fighter units, which is good. Should be able to clear the back end of this fight with the counters. Ace will wrap it up. And we can move on to the next fight. Now, we are going to... we're going to basically lose a unit straight off rip. Like, and in this next fight, whenever the Yamato burst is charged, the enemy is going to use the Yamato burst, which is kind of crazy. So what I'm thinking, Yamato also buffs Dex. So I'm going to flip it around. We're going to use my quick team as a sacrificial lamb team. I don't like that because, like, I did want to try the quick team. Shout out to my boy Itachi. He put this one together. I don't know what the best quick team is right now. Obviously, I'm missing Jimbei. I'm missing Hadson. So I don't have all the pieces to the puzzle. But with the new Luffy, he does bring a bunch of buffs that does help out Quick very, very nicely. Now, the reason I wanted to flick this around is because we're just going to lose 3 units off rip. And if we lose, say, like Zoro, we have a revive. Okay, we lose Momo right out the gates. Goodbye, Momo. Thank you for coming. Love that for us. I was going to say, hopefully, like, one of those shots hits Zoro, and Zoro's revive mechanic will sort of proc. We also have to deal with Yamato, who also has that ability to bink a unit as well. So this team that they're running, it's just very, very cheesy in the sense that they are just going to take all of our units and just bink them when they can. So I think I'm just going to let our burst abilities rock. We're just going to hang on to them. Let Yamato do Yamato things, you know. Because now we're going to lose another unit. Who are we going to lose? Hit Zoro for me. Okay, nice. Hit Zoro. Zoro comes back with his revive. It's basically a free... okay, and now we're going to take it again. God damn. She just doesn't have to take any damage right now because of the 40% reduction. It's just crazy. Alright, now that that's happened, we can do this. Holy crap. Are we going to win? We won! No! I thought for sure we'd lose that. Oh, what the hell? Damn, Itachi, that team goes crazy. Don't get me wrong, like that was it was a strength team, so like that's kind of lucky that we Damn, man, I wish we watched that. No, we also had 2 bursts. Crazy. Shout out to Cap Gene. I do see him pop up quite a lot in stream, so shout out to you, my friend. Damn! Shout out to my boy Houts. Big man Tings. We're going to take on the one and only. Using an Int Gear 5. Again, Int Gear 5 very, very strong. And a very, very powerful strength team in the front. I really want to see how this quick team actually operates. The quick team for myself, as I mentioned, is I just don't really have like my finger on the pulse when it comes to what the best build actually looks like. I'm a big fan of the Dex team now. That sort of shooter powerhouse hybrid they've got going on. Obviously, strength is kind of still stuck in its very powerful ways, and nothing's really changed there. But Quick have kind of had a few buffs, and this Luffy especially coming into the fray. And does he do more work than something like 6+ KAIDO, and how he actually operates? So I wanted to go in against a strength team, a big strength team too. Obviously with Kaido, Blackbeard, Kobe, and Luffy, you've got that really powerful core. Other units you could see are like 6+ Ace and Jack, those types of characters too. But then utilizing Sanji in the front as well to get that cooldown reduction, so they can do something like this. Having this ability is actually stupid. It's going to give us our burst though. We're going to lose Smoothie, and then we're going to throw some damage out. Now I'm hoping we blow away Blackbeard and Kaido. Nice. And we can do some good damage there. They lose a lot of their passive by losing those 2 characters. A lot of bulk, a lot of attack. Sanji obviously is going to give attack up, but the bulk is where the damage sort of comes from. So Frankie does some good fixed damage. Momo should be able to bink out a unit here as well. We got 4 more seconds here. Kobe's going to die. I would love to see Roger and Whitebeard go, or even Luffy go, before the units come back. 1 second. Alright, so we're going to throw a burst at me. This is going to suck because we have a lot of free spirit characters. So, unfortunately, it's basically a wrap. You know what? For the sake of the video, I'm going to meme the shit out of this team, and I'm going to bink my burst back. I have an extra one, so stuff you. We'll force you out again. Damn, that Luffy hanging on is crazy. But, again, losing units means they lose passives. So, we have good damage with Inuyasuma. Plus, well, we still have to wait 11 seconds. Go on, hit me with another burst. Do it. Do it, I dare you. I dare you. 4 more seconds of our forced out. If we can get Zoro back, man, we'll be cooking. But Kaido and Blackbeard basically are just going to go now and win. Oh, Blackbeard with a HP cut. Come on, Zoro, come back. Come back to me, Zoro. Alright, we're on. Holy moly, that was tight. If they want to use their second burst and win, look, more power to them. More power to them. Counter kill. Okay, we're dead. Zoro versus the world. Oh, dude. It's funny, man. Look, getting that close, I started burst as well, so like I could have done some shenanigans, but at the end of the day, that would have been me using 3 bursts on the first fight. Now, in theory, I should only have 1 more burst available to me, so we'll try and win this by only utilizing 1 burst. That's the plan. We'll see. I could have easily just been like, nah, and held on to my other burst as well, but we probably wouldn't have got that far, nor would he have actually used his extra burst there. But this is a big in team. Having Reiju in the front is very interesting. Maybe House doesn't have Atlas, but like, I can't see a world where he doesn't have Atlas. But look, that's just me. We'll have to wait and see. So now there's no burst. It's a no burst world for poor old in team. We could take out Pudding and... You know, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, Bonnie just got her special. I'll say we could take out 2 units here. Alright, now, again, the passive strat comes to play. And this is where we should do really, really big damage. Kaido's going to hit hard. Nice. Bring in your next lot of units. Alright, Frankie, do your thing. Frankie might be able to take out these characters before the 3 seconds is up. Nah, not enough damage. Or, actually... Maybe. Look. Okay, they're going to use their special, so... Again, with the forced out, basically just puts them straight... Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay, what I was under the impression of was that the forced out mechanic basically puts the units straight to the top of the line. But I guess not. I guess not. Bonnie hanging on forever. Nice. Alright, we still have a burst. Obviously, we will use it to win, but like, I would love to just get the win without it. And look, there's a good chance that this last team is going to be something like Quick, knowing my luck. If it's Dex, cool, but knowing my luck, like I said, it's Strikers? Strikers. Haven't seen Strikers in a hot minute. Ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. Have not seen Strikers in a hot minute. Now, we're obviously running pretty much the same team that House was running in the front, but we just have Kaido as a leader. He has in Gear 5, so let's see how we go without a burst, and then I guess we can sort of reevaluate if we're going to need it to win. Remember, Strikers, they are the team that shouldn't work, but they do. Luffy Yamato is still scary. Roger Wipe is still scary. Jack with his HP cuts is very, very annoying, and they can bink you pretty quickly, pretty fast. We're going to have to take that Jack HP cut. That's going to charge our burst, but again, I'm going to do my best not to use it. Can Luffy just squeeze in there? Luffers? Oh, that's perfect. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, didn't take out Roger Whitebeard. That's okay. Smoker's going to hit me and special bind everyone, and then we're going to be stuck here for days because he's the most annoying unit in the game. Okay, you only hit Kaido. But man, 20-second special bind. Like, you have no idea how annoying a 20-second special bind is. Like, it is crazy. It is crazy how annoying that 20-second special bind is. It's wild. Alright, can we get some action bind off, please, Blackbeard? Okay, nice. Sasaki stopped. This is going to hurt, but it's going to be okay. Because we have... Okay, can we get our units in, please? I need their passives. I need the Kuma and the King. There we go. Kuma's going to be ready to go. Good stuff. Roger Whitebeard's dead. The biggest threat on the field is gone, and once Kaido is ready to go, we are basically just going to win. We also have Luffy ready too. Luffy should survive. Don't see any issues with Luffers being 150, limit break expand and whatnot as well. And that is going to be a wrap. Just for the sake of the video, I'm going to use the burst, but as you can see, it did not proc, so we only used 3. There you guys go. That is Kaido in Grand Party. Honestly, can see him being one of the best leaders in the game. I could definitely see him rivaling what Int Luffy's doing, and that is absolutely insane because Int Luffy is just an absolute demon. The ability to do forced out to anyone is what Kaido has at his exposure. What am I trying to say? At his disposal, and that's what makes him so goddamn good. But let me know what you guys think of Kaido in the comment section below. Way down there, belt the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Most importantly, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.